Hello and welcome to the Maths Behind Economics YouTube channel. In this video, we're still working on the exponents, but in this video, we're going to talk about the negative exponents. So first of all, I remind you of the rule, and like in the previous videos, we're going to discuss why the rule works. I'm going to show you one specific example so we get the idea, and then I will show you the formal proof of how to do it with the generic case. And then, again, as always, I'm going to show you a few examples. So let's get down to business. So here's the rule. Any number to the negative power is equal to 1 over that same base to the positive equivalent of the power. So why does the rule works? Well, let's think about it. A specific example. 4 to the minus 3. Well, the basic idea here is that if I get a negative number, that's equivalent to the 0 minus the number. So I can express negative 3 as 0 take away 3. Now here comes our old friend back, the dividing rule for the same base powers. So that's going to be expressed as 4 to the 0 over 4 to the 3. Now remember what we discussed in the previous video? Any number to the 0 power is always equal to 1. So I can replace the top by 1, and then I end up with 1 over the positive equivalent of that same power. Now let's look at the general case. When we express this same idea, but without exact numbers. So we express it with a and a negative n, because we don't know the base and we don't know the exact power, but we want to show that it works in every single case. Right, the idea is the same. We got a to the 0 minus n. Again, we can break it down into a to the 0 over a to the n using the dividing the same base powers identity. And again, using our knowledge that any number to the 0 power is always 1, we can replace the top number by 1, and then the bottom number just stays a to the n. Well, I hope you agree with me that this wasn't too painful. So let's look at some examples. Let's make a bit more space. I'm going to leave this up here so we can be still reminded of the rule. So first of all, 3 to the negative 4. Well, that is just 1 over 3 to the 4. Then we look at 7 to the negative 6. That's just going to be 1 over 7 to the 6. Then I've got minus 5 to the negative 5. That's going to be 1 over negative 5 to the 5. And if I really wanted to go an extra step, I can go with 1 over negative 5 to the 5. Now, why can I do this? Because 5 is an odd number. And remember, we talked about in one of the videos that if you raise a negative number to an odd power, the result will be the negative. If I raised it to an even power, for example, I had negative 5 to the 4, that would be 5 to the 4. Because remember, we're multiplying the negative numbers together in even numbers of times. So every couple of them will cancel each other into positive. So that's why this is equal to positive 5 to the 4. Right, let's get back to the main aim, to the negative powers. Now let's switch the variables, because in economics you're going to work a lot with variables. So x to the negative 2, that is 1 over x squared. Then I have got y to the negative 8, that's going to be 1 over y to the 8. And I'm going to write the last one in here because I don't want to scroll down. So b to the negative c. Well, I don't know the base, I don't know the power, but I know that a negative power means 1 over the base, which is b in this case, to the positive equivalent of the power, which is c in this case. Okay, I hope that you understand now why the negative powers are 1 over to the positive equivalent of that power. And I hope that by the examples, you sort of see that once you know the rule, it's kind of relatively simple to manipulate them. Well, thank you for watching and see you in the next one.